Please note that police chases can be dangerous and unpredictable. We do not condone reckless driving or any other illegal activity. Our videos are intended for educational and entertainment purposes only.
The officers making those changes of changing their minds. But again, it's one of those ones where it's not up to us. It's somebody else making these decisions. And, is it just a stolen vehicle? That is always a big question as well. Is that driver is stealing this vehicle the least thing that the driver has done, or is this the worst thing that the driver has done? Those are kind of always the issues. But in this case right now, the speeds have slowed down, but he's actually on streets out here. We're on Glenoaks, and as far as where he's been going, he's been making a big circle through the valley, and that was also kind of an indication that this driver's not going somewhere. This driver's just making these big loops, and so that he knew he was being followed, and he knew that this vehicle was stolen, and he was just waiting for those lights and sirens. But right now, LAPD, they've really just backed out of this 100%. That car is driving a little bit slower. I'm sure he's stopping kind of for almost no reason right there, and then that was kind of an unusual move. So if he does jump out, chances are somebody in LAPD is watching our picture right now, and if he does jump out, there's a good chance they might try to take this person into custody. But I just got word that Dylan said that there's an LAPD helicopter going to be joining us here in just a moment or two. So there's a possibility they may re-engage the pursuit. Maybe that was also one of the reasons they felt, well, you know what, we don't have one of our helicopters over it. So, it felt that the situation might be a little bit more dangerous. But right now, we're just kind of following this guy driving through the La Tuna Canyon area. And again, as long as he keeps those speeds normal and doesn't do anything erratic, the public is safe, and LAPD's tactics are working. That's that is it. That really is it. And again, it is one of those ones. Is who is the guy behind the wheel? Is this just a person who stole a car? That's bad in itself. But again, is this a person that does other crimes? Is there other things in that car? Was there another crime committed with this vehicle? All those things are kind of being weighed by the officer, the sergeant or the captain who's making those decisions, telling the officers on the ground, you know what, back out, just walk away. We'll get this guy some other time. It's too dangerous for the public. But as it stands right now, Dylan is probably working with the LAPD helicopter. When they get closer, he'll probably guide them in, and then possibly we'll see this system change up. Maybe LAPD will re-engage. But right now, we're just kind of watching a stolen vehicle driving on the roads down there. Now we're making our way into the Shadow Hills area. He's very well aware that we're here. A lot of times I'll say, these suspects don't know that we're here, but I've seen him look out the window and look up at us a couple of times. So there's a good possibility he knows that he's being followed by the helicopter. So maybe he's just looking for that spot, that opportunity to jump out and run from the car and maybe get away, and maybe that car will go back to its rightful owner. But again, I'm sure a lot of folks at home want to see this person go into custody. There he is looking at us. Yeah, at this point, we haven't had that ability to kind of just look around in the car, and like I said, we were having a little scanner issue this morning, so I couldn't hear what they were talking about. But you clearly see that suspect looking up at us every now and then. Appears to be a male, possibly white, but light-skinned for sure. You can see him right there again looking. He's looking right at us, so he knows SkyFOX is up here and keeping an eye on what he's doing. Soon LAPD is going to be here as well, so we're going to keep an eye on it. We're going to keep looking at it. My nickname once that's on the internet, still is Sky Snitch, and it seems like this morning I'm living up to my name, and that suspect down there keeping an eye on us. I feel like he should be looking more at the road and little less at us, but right now, LAPD, they need to get their helicopter over here and keep an eye on him. If he jumps out, they might be able to get him into custody. But again, the tactics for LAPD, these guys know what they're doing. They did back out of it, and you do see those speeds. Right now, the numbers are probably wrong because he's going up a hill. Maybe as we get a little bit tighter, those speeds will be more correct. So he is technically speeding, but it's definitely not those 100 mile an hour on the freeway with weaving back and forth that we've been seeing. So definitely driving a little bit safer, and of course less traffic out here as well. But right now, it's one of those ones where we wait and see what LAPD's next move is, and we'll keep you guys informed as it happens. Yep. Thank you. Whoop, there's LAPD. Hey, Freddie, I'm really having trouble figuring out who's following him, what's going on, but LAPD definitely is here. If they re-engage the pursuit, just holler it in my ear, even if we're live or not, please. Copy. Copy. VW. No, he didn't carjack it. He did not carjack it. He actually probably made some phone calls, had one of his friends meet him here at a gas station in the Sylmar area. I believe we're probably off of Polk. Now, LAPD helicopter saw this as well. He actually parked that stolen SUV right there at the gas station, at that 76 gas station, and then got in the back seat of this vehicle right here. Now we got back onto the freeway. We're going to be eastbound on the Pasadena 210, but it does look like we're changing lanes right now, so we might be getting onto the 118. Now, the LAPD been watching this as well. Again, though, it's a lot of effort, but you know what? This is what these criminals do. They use tech, and they have friends that are going to help them out. But right now, this is what's going on. LAPD, they're also aware of it, but this vehicle driving much safer. So the driver behind the wheel at least is obeying the laws this morning. But again, it was a good effort, I would venture to say, by that suspect, but not good enough. We were able to watch it. LAPD helicopter was above it as well. well. And right now, that black SUV, that suspect that was driving the stolen RAV4, now in the back seat of this vehicle. But is LAPD are they going to pull him over? What are they going to do here? How are they going to handle this? This gets a little difficult. I know it's sad to say that having a stolen vehicle is not that big of a crime anymore as far as law enforcement is concerned. So, they're going to have to put in a lot of resources and a lot of effort. If they pull this vehicle over, they take that person into custody. They're going to have to do prints. They're going to have to do this and that. It's going to be an effort for law enforcement just to try to enforce the fact that this person was behind the wheel of a stolen car that he abandoned. And again, is that the only thing he did? That's kind of the big question. Maybe they'll get that person and run his name and then find out he's out. He's out again. He decided to take a little run right here. Where are we? I'm sorry. We should actually put up the map for everybody. And you can see him. He's running underneath the bridge right there. We're at Glenoaks, and that's going to be the 118, and he ran underneath the bridge. You saw the LAPD helicopter just flew through the shot as well, but we'll keep an eye on it. Maybe he's going to meet another friend, and this time we won't be able to see that rope-a-dope swap. But again, this suspect keeping law enforcement and SkyFOX on our toes this morning. So he ran out to the left of the freeway. That's what everybody's telling me. Law enforcement, the only one is going to be the LAPD helicopter. There he is. I got him. Relax, everybody. I got him. But I love the help. You guys don't know on television on the other end of this screen is everybody's yelling in the studio like where this person is in my ear, which is fantastic. I love it. But you can see him there going for a little jog this morning, and LAPD the helicopters got him as well. But we're going to keep an eye on him just to see where all this kind of ends up. But again, this suspect making a large effort to evade officers from his stolen vehicle. There's that helicopter that I told everybody was there, but it's nice to have some visual verification. But again, just going for a nice jog. He's got his jogging suit on. He looks pretty relaxed and keeping an eye on the helicopters, but slowing down, running out of steam. Maybe a little bit more exercise, a little less stealing would be better for your lifestyle. Yeah, he was in casual sense light jog, and I think what he was holding in his hand might have been his hat. Got a bunch of people coming out looking. I thought maybe if that was his destination. Turn it around. I always love poking a little fun at these things, but I do worry. Like when you see folks like that this morning, you got a family out there. They're getting ready to go to work, so there's a vehicle around. If this person stole a car, you just don't want to see anybody get hurt or any kind of violence take place. And this is what kind of worries me. You've got a family out there, and if they don't know this person, and they're, let's say dad is out there getting in the car, it's one of those ones where you worry. I worry that something's going to happen, somebody's going to get hurt, and again now Dylan is telling me that he's actually up the street, but I don't see him. And yellow car in the yard. That one? White steel fence. Oh, there he is. I went too far. Okay, so he's running again. And you know what? This actually makes me feel better because, like I said, you had that innocent family right there. I saw somebody out there by one of the vehicles. I just didn't want to see him try to carjack or hurt somebody. But right now, making his way back out towards the major street. And again, thank you for everybody for helping me out. Like I said, I need more coffee. I know it's Friday, but it's been a rough start for me, kids. This is Pacoima. We're coming up onto Paxton and Glenoaks. I believe we just made the little turn onto Glenoaks right there. But this guy really starting to jog more and more and more. SkyFOX Dylan is on it this morning. He sees that we might start losing him behind buildings, and that's what he's doing to move SkyFOX just to see if he runs around that corner. But again, The LAPD is getting closer. They're there. They're basically saying, sir, could you please just, and I'm sure he's exhausted. He's probably kind of like, thank goodness I get to take a little bit of a break. There you go, LAPD officers taking him into custody. And again, law enforcement getting that guy that stole that vehicle. He's in the custody right now. LAPD doing their job. And what a bunch of resources to get this guy into custody. But again, keeping the public safe, that is the job, and that is what they're doing. And this morning they got that suspect, and and nobody was hurt, and no property damage as well. Probably. Okay. That was a lot. That was a lot. Really? Oh, really? I thought other people were here. What? Top of the 7, copy all. Sky Snitch, living up to its name. Pick up a normal traffic now, or 650? Okay, let's see. They'll probably have him in the car and they'll be gone. Copy.